I started talking to myself while making a bowl of cereal. I hate the way I have this camera set up right now. But am I gonna change it? No. I started making cinnamon toast crunch. And I started talking to myself. So I decided that I was gonna record it. So I'm gonna like bend down so y'all can actually see me. So I was just thinking about like I feel like I'm getting overstimulated. I was talking about getting overstimulated because I'd be like, oh, I'm stressed out, and like I'll start praying myself off, and I'll be like, oh, it's a hot flash, or like, oh, I'm just getting stressed out. Like, no, I think I'm getting overstimulated, and I know that word is like connected to having non-neurotypical like tendencies in your brain. Excuse my language, like I'm not using the proper language, and I know this, but like it's often associated with like when you're not neurotypical, you know what I mean? And I have not gotten no diagnosis of the sort. Just want to make that clear, like no diagnosis of sort. I mean, I think I have some like non-neurotypical tendencies that I see it on mine, and I'm like, wait, I kind of relate to that, but like I have no official diagnosis. I'm not here to proclaim that I have something when I don't know it for sure, you know what I mean? But no, today I'm not gonna eat on camera. Should I market this as a mukbang? I'm about to like eat my cereal, y'all. I don't care. So basically, today we had an assembly. My whole grade had an assembly, and we was cramped in there or whatever. And I was like stressing. I was like, oh my god, like I feel like being in crowded spaces can sometimes like stress me out. I keep saying stress me out because I don't know if it's necessarily overstimulation, and I don't want to use improper terms. So basically, we had a, y'all spilled milk on myself before y'all think I'm weird. We had an assembly, and we was setting something up, right? That's important. That's why they had an assembly with all of us in there, all of the same grade in there. So I was sitting next to my friends, and why one of my friends gonna go on Instagram instead of doing what she's supposed to do? I'm like, girl, what are you doing? And then they kept asking me questions. They kept asking me questions, and I'm like, if y'all listen to the presenter, if y'all listen to the people at the front of the auditorium, y'all would hear the directions, and there would be no problem. You know what I mean? I was like, okay. Like, I love y'all down to the ground, love y'all down. Well, not really. Y'all know what I mean. Like, we cordial, like, we cool, right? But why aren't you paying attention? Why are you on Instagram instead of setting up what you need to set up? Instead of doing what they told you to do? Like, okay. And then I went to my next class, right? After the assembly. And I was stressed out again because we're having in the middle. Okay, here's one thing that really does stress me out. When there's always that one class where the teacher is talking and trying to teach, and then you just have those students who just don't stop talking, and like they're so hyper, not hyper, but like, why are you still talking? Like, and it stresses me out when I hear the teacher talking and trying to teach, and then also the students talking. Like earlier, like in middle school, right? When I really, actually, this is a problem that I dealt with for most of my life. Like, I just remember times where I was in an earlier grade, right? and the teacher would be talking, and then students will be talking on the side, having their little side conversations, and I would be like, if you don't stop talking, she's going to yell at you. If you do not stop talking, they're going to yell at you. Why are you talking? Like, are you not reading the room? Like, I would get so, like, frustrated and hyped up over that, because, like, just in my mind, obviously. In my mind, I would be like, why aren't you reading the room? You're about to get yelled at. Like, are we reading the room? We're not, right? Especially when it's the same teacher and the same students in the same class, right? I just don't like it, because I'm like, I'm trying to focus on what I really need to focus on. I'm not trying to focus on you and your conversations and your immaturity. I'm not trying to deal with it. I'm trying to get what I came here for, which is the education. Whoa. How about that? Maybe that's why I don't want to entertain your little immature conversations. Right? Do y'all ever feel that way? Or like, so in this specific example today, we were doing presentations, right? And basically it's the same group of boys, it's the same group. They'll talk over the presentation, and like they'll literally like crack jokes while someone is doing the presentation, and it's not their friend. They just, like, the people who just like to make a joke out of anybody or anything. Like, can we sit down and like be quiet and like be mature? That's my one request, honestly. That is really my only request. That's all I wanted to talk about. This was kind of a recap in a way of my day. I should make these like recap what happened this week or this day, because I don't have not the confidence, but I guess the confidence to like actually vlog in front of people and being like, oh, you want to be in my vlog, or like, oh, you on camera for the vlog, because I don't want to bring attention to myself like that. But this would be a way to like recap everything. So I guess I'll just go through other random things that happened to me this week. So there's been a lot of passing around of my snacks. Now I know this is my fault. Like, I absolutely let this happen to me. And you know, like, on one hand, it's kind of like, why are you letting people like disrespect you? But on another hand, it's like, it's not that serious, right? And I'm just like, at this point, I don't care, right? So basically, people just be taking my snacks, bro. Like, basically, people who play too much, specifically people and boys who play too much, right? And they'll take my snacks and start passing myself around. Why are you passing my snacks around? Please give my snacks back to me. You know, I just realized I left the snack bin open. But so, for example, I was in class and they was passing around, right? They was passing around my Takis, and I was like, what? And then this one boy took it and like put it in his book bag, and I was like, what are you actually doing right now? Give him back. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know they were yours. I thought they were his. That, I was like, what are you doing? Like, it's just dumb little immature stuff like that that I just see throughout the whole entire day. It's all immature. It all is. And then today, I was like, okay, you want a snack? Okay, pick one. Actually, no, I was like, okay, I want this one. You can have that one. But then he took the one I told him not to take. Because he was like, no, I want that one. And then he just took it. And the more I like talk this out loud, it's like, it sounds like I'm letting people walk all over me. I promise you I'm not. I just don't care. I just do not care that much. And I was still kind of like overstimulated at that time. I was tired because I had put my head down. Today at lunch, I put my head down to get a little rest during lunch. And then like when it was time to leave or whatever, that's when they wanted to play around with my snacks. I was like, what? I was like, that's not the one I told you to take. But, okay. And then I saw him later in the hallway today. And then he was like, I was like, did you eat the cheeses that I told you I wanted? He was like, nah. Let's call him, actually, we're not giving no names. I am not no story time channel. But no, he was basically like, oh no, one of my friends took it. I know the friend. Like, on a minimal basis. But he was like, no, like, oh, my other friend took it. Why are we passing around my snacks? Like, y'all passing around my snacks like y'all passing around notes. What's that about? But anyways, I'm done eating my bowl of cereal. It took me 12 minutes to make a bowl of cereal and eat it. I think that's a little interesting. I don't even know. I'm gonna post this just because, like, content is the name of the game, guys. I could be a YouTuber professionally if I really wanted to, because, you know, like, you can always manifest it. Honestly, I don't like to bring up manifesting in much of what I do because I feel like people perceive like, if you really know what okay, hold on. If you really know what manifesting is, like, you know that it connects to literally everything. It's like all of your thoughts and all of your consistent thoughts. But, like, no, I could manifest being like an actual YouTuber if I really wanted to. I don't need nothing else to eat. I'm about to end this video because I feel like I look stupid just not saying anything, because that's really it. Oh wait, I can talk about what I did today at the auditorium. Okay, today at the auditorium, it was basically like a fundraiser thing because apparently we don't have enough money for our prom and like the other events that we're supposed to have. Sure, but basically I sent out the link because they use this website where it shows them like how many links you sent out, and they literally see who participated by sending out a link to a phone number. Like, they can see who sent the stuff out and how many people you sent it out to and stuff like that. So I sent it out to like this family group chat. Most of these people I know, but like I don't have their numbers saved, basically, if that makes sense. Like, I know them, but like I don't have their number saved, so I don't know whose number is who. I just know they're all related to me, if that makes sense. And then one of my aunts called me and was like, oh, you know, some people, you know, people saw it, but like they wanted to know why the school needed so much money and what it's going towards. Like, I get you want to know what your money is going towards, but bro, all I did was do what I was asked to do. I know it's going towards prom and like other events for when we become seniors, but other than that, like, I don't know what to tell you. I did not send this link to you to be interrogated. I understand you want to know where your money is going, but what you mean? Like, what do you mean? Why do they need this much money? I don't know. I feel like that was a little weird. I'm like, who was asking that? Because I know everybody in that group chat. I know. And apparently someone was like, why does the school need that much money? I'm sorry, that's very funny. There was like, where's my money going to? And why do they need this much? Anyways, hopefully this was a good video for whoever watched it. It's just me being me. I do not care how I look on this camera. It's just, I do not edit. I do not care how I look on this camera. I just hopped on here because I started talking to myself. Okay, bye.